Hey guys, what's going on? Mike here from Altcoin Freedom. Just going to put a quick video out about Ripple while we get ready. We're heading out for dinner with some crypto friends soon, and I wanted to talk about some of the things we were talking about today in our little crypto world about Ripple XRP. Now, what a great community Ripple is, very strong, growing every day, and the Ripple company making great partnerships, and the possibility of XRP as the currency being used on these platforms is getting stronger and more possible day by day. So the first thing I want to mention, guys, if you're new to this channel, this is not financial advice, okay? So we're just crypto enthusiasts sharing our opinions, talking about things we see in the news with other crypto enthusiasts around the world. If you're going to do any investing, make sure you get real financial consult before you do any investing with your money, and do your own research so you can make smart, strategic, and knowledgeable investments, okay, guys? And also, you know, a lot of people in the crypto world, we have to keep reminding each other, don't invest and don't follow too much emotion. Okay, people are getting carried away and become big fans of different coins and projects and speculation. Invest based on facts, truth, and knowledge. So find the balance there, guys. It's good to be excited, but be very smart about your investments. Don't get carried away by emotion. Okay, now guys, what we've been talking about today, and a lot of people have been emailing us, and I see a lot of people talking about, is could Ripple XRP be the new dollar? Could it replace the dollar or be our dollar 2.0, okay, in the future? So what people are saying, basically, if we know Ripple XRP is a big growing presence in the global banking industry, right, it's hard for people around the world to ignore what possibly could be in the future a digitalized global coin. And why couldn't it be Ripple the way we're growing right now? Okay, why could it not be XRP? So we know Ripple XRP is becoming the go-to technology for global cross-border payments. It's slowly replacing SWIFT, right? We know a lot of things that are happening with the SWIFT in Ripple. You know, the kind of the conflict that's happening there. SWIFT is probably facing some dangerous times here with what Ripple's doing. Now, a big story that's taking Ripple to a whole nother level is that there's interest by the Federal Reserve. And this is why people are interested about what is the possibility here, guys. And remember, this is just opinions and fun crypto talk, but it's leading us down the road of what's possible for some coin, and why not Ripple, why not XRP in the future? Because if there is interest, guys, by the Federal Reserve, and we know one of Ripple's top executives has been elected as a member of the Federal Reserve for Faster Payments Task Force. Now, basically that primary committee, the whole goal of that primary committee is the adoption of faster payment capabilities in banking. And we know people, one of the Ripple executives is getting in there, appointed to do that. This interest by the Federal Reserve is very curious, right? It leads us to a curious question. Could Ripple XRP be set to become a single world currency? Now, if the Federal Reserve guys believes in Ripple as a technology that could make payments, that they think payments can be more efficient, then what would stop them from adopting it as a currency, maybe the next currency, just like the dollar, okay? So basically, let's talk about what made the dollar become the dollar. One of the reasons why the dollar has been adopted as a primary currency for foreign transactions by all nations around the globe is because it's backed by the Federal Reserve, okay? It's a central bank. It's backed by the central bank, the most powerful nation on earth. You know, things are happening in the global economy. The balance is, you know, juggling and switching there all the time. But we know the Federal Reserve, that central bank, backed by a very powerful nation. Now the Federal Reserve is warming up to Ripple, guys. So that's interesting. That's leading a lot of people to think that, you know, we're heading into the kind of the age, guys, for the currency to be a digital currency. We're heading into a digital age. We probably need a digital currency that's going to be upon us in the future, right? It's something that all nations across the whole world will follow suit on and start adopting, right? So if it was ever Ripple XRP, we'd pretty much be looking at the next dollar. Now, we know a lot of countries around the world, guys, have always been calling for a currency that's not connected to just one nation, okay? Even back in 2009, earlier China, Russia, there was news they were calling for new world currency, one that's not connected to any country, okay? And, you know, again, the politics around the global is very complex and all that, but one currency that has all the attributes to be a prime candidate for such a role like this would be Ripple XRP, and it's already been adopted by so many banks across the world, okay? It's becoming universal. So these real world use cases and a lot of the testing that's happening is very good news for Ripple. And basically, don't forget, we have to differentiate the XRP, the currency, from Ripple, the company. But it's also, the whole package is very universally appealing. And if it's becoming acceptable by, you know, one nation, it will follow suit across the globe. So that's pretty exciting. And Ripple, we know, would be quite efficient as a currency in global payments because it's like very fast, right? It's divisible, very highly divisible. It's cost effective in these cross-border payments. It's already been proven to do that. So those are big attributes, guys, that would make for a currency, a one world currency. And as we get a digitalized currency, okay, so Ripple XRP, guys, could be on the forefront of opening up a world economy here and creating more wealth than we've ever seen. Now, those news articles, like I'm looking at, it says, you know, that's just how like the US dollar opened up the global economy after World War II. So we're kind of in the middle here of a real life-changing thing that's happening in the digital age, right? With these cryptocurrencies, the economies, payment methods, future possible currencies replacing the dollar. All of these things, we're in the middle of it right now, guys. So it's pretty exciting times for Ripple holders, Ripple enthusiasts. You know, we have good things possible. We also have to be aware that this could not happen, right? You can't have all your eggs in one basket. But that's what investing is about. You're hoping for the best. You're making educated decisions on things that could be happening in the future. But you have don't get carried away and never set yourself up in cryptocurrency or any investing that you could lose more money than you you can afford to lose. So don't be investing any money, guys, that you can't afford to lose, right? Only be using money in any of your investments, crypto world or outside the crypto world, that you would be okay if you lost it tomorrow, right? It wouldn't affect your life dramatically. It's not money you need for day-to-day life, okay, for bills, food, and other things like that. But getting back to Ripple, guys, very, very exciting times ahead. And if anything like that ever happened for Ripple, guys, that we were looking at a next world currency, can you imagine the value, the multiplication of value we'd be looking at here, where maybe one coin could be in the hundreds of dollars now? Who knows? Who knows how high that could be? That's a question I'll leave for you guys. Where do you think we could see Ripple? I know there'll be a lot of negativity. People say, oh, we'd be lucky to hit 60 cents or something like that, right? And that's fair enough if that's your opinion, but please back that up with some facts, better than just saying these negative things. It'd be better to really educate people why you think that. But some of the big Ripple enthusiasts in the community, where do you think, if you're very positive and very pro-Ripple being something like a world currency in the future, where do you think we could be going with that coin? So that's exciting news too. Some of these price predictions are outlandish, but some people are backing them up with facts and in relatively good arguments that some of these prices are attainable. So could hundreds of dollars be possible for a Ripple XRP coin if we had a global economy that was run on XRP? So that's pretty good news, guys. Now, another thing I want to talk about was Brad Garlinghouse also was like mentioning himself 3 reasons, it was in the news, why he is hoping and he's stating that XRP would not be a security. So security or not shouldn't affect Ripple too much, guys, because there's just pros and cons about either one. But one thing he's saying why he thinks Ripple XRP couldn't be a community, not be a community, be a security, guys, is because I'm getting carried away here. I'm hungry, or I'm waiting for my friends. We're heading to a restaurant, like I mentioned, a Korean restaurant, like I mentioned in another video. So, but one thing, guys, a week ago, the SEC official Bill Hinman declared, right on the stage at Yahoo, that the SEC doesn't view Bitcoin or Ethereum as a security. They're going to leave them alone, right, with all that regulation. But he didn't mention XRP. So Garlinghouse is kind of hoping we get the same treatment that Bitcoin and Ether had, and he made a statement where he was saying, there's 3 arguments that he would have about Ripple. And guys, XRP, sorry, but remember, guys, Ripple is the software company that's selling the products, right? Okay, and XRP is the digital token that Ripple, the company, is using in its products. Basically an XRapid, okay? Hopefully it's used across the board. Okay, but these are Ripple and XRP are separate things, so keep that in mind if you're new to cryptocurrency and you're not getting confused with that. Okay, but Garlinghouse had 3 arguments, guys. He said, 1, if Ripple, the company, shuts down tomorrow, the XRP ledger would continue to operate. It's open source, decentralized technology that exists independent of Ripple. Number 2, he said, the people buying XRP, they don't think they're buying shares of Ripple. That's what I'm mentioning. We have to know these are 2 different things. There's a company called Ripple, that's a private company, has private investors, but buying XRP doesn't give you ownership of Ripple, and it doesn't give you access to dividends or profits that come from Ripple. So those are 2 different things, okay? So that's important too in his argument. Number 3, he says XRP is solving a problem. He says there's no utility in a security. So he's saying XRP has a utility, okay? So, but you got to take those with a heavy grain of salt, guys, okay? Because just making a case that XRP is not a security, and Garlinghouse doesn't want the SEC to interfere with XRP, that's one thing, okay? But also there's been talk that, from the SEC and other people that just stating something's not a utility will not be enough in trying to prove it, because, maybe it still could become a security. Maybe the utility has nothing to do with the coin, okay? So that's something we need to think about. Okay, But Garlinghouse also went on to say, guys, just to defend this utility thing at a fintech conference and to get back to the security thing, if SEC is looking at why it would be security or not, and we know they went easy on Bitcoin and Ether, right? They got out of the clear of all this SEC regulation. Garlinghouse repeated about Bitcoin, and he says he owns Bitcoin, he's bullish on Bitcoin, but he did say, he was talking about how centralized and decentralized it was, and he was kind of saying control is the key element, because there was talk about, Ripple owns so much, a big percentage of the XRP they could dump them. So this control keeps coming up of the coin. But he went on to say that Bitcoin's not a security, okay? So the SEC said Bitcoin's not a security. But Garlinghouse is talking about how decentralized is it really? Because he mentioned 3 miners in China control more than 50% of the hash rate of Bitcoin. So he's talking about the Chinese government maybe would be able to interfere with these miners. And as a result, there's actually an ability there to exert some kind of control. So it's not, that's why he's getting back to how decentralized is it really. So Bitcoin was cleared by the SEC on any regulation. So Garlinghouse is kind of looking for the same treatment. So that's interesting news, guys. Ripple enthusiasts, let me know in the comments below. How positive are you? How bullish on Ripple are you about it possibly ever becoming a global currency? And price predictions of Ripple. Are you very, very strongly feeling that we're going to be looking at in the future at a very high price for a Ripple XRP, an XRP coin? Or, are you moderately modest with your prices there? And basically, let's throw some facts around what to back those up with, those claims with, okay, and help each other out. And new people, you can make some... new people use these comments. If you're getting good information in these comments, use that to help you do more research. And, if you're not a big pro Ripple guy, then please share with some facts why you feel this way. There's a, big pro Ripple community, a lot of people against Ripple thinking it's the banker's coin, but we'll see if Ripple does have the possibility to do what some people say it could do. It's something maybe you don't want to miss out on, guys. Some of these Ripple enthusiasts like us are, me, myself, maybe we're going to be doing very well in the future. And guys, please give the video a like if you can. I always appreciate that. It helps us out a lot. I'm getting hungry, guys. I got to get going. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, so you can get our videos as they come out all the time. And my little friendly crypto reminder to everybody new that's watching any videos or learning anything about crypto: get yourself an offline hardware wallet, guys. Protect your crypto. 30 million. 40 million stolen last week and yesterday from different exchanges in Korea. People are losing their crypto left, right, and center. It's unbelievable. You got to protect your crypto. Get it offline in an offline hardware wallet. Keep your crypto safe. Keep all that wealth you're building safe for your future, your family's future, your loved ones' futures. Don't let anyone steal it from you, and go to bed safe and sound and have a beautiful night's sleep knowing your crypto is there waiting for you in the morning to do whatever you need to do with it. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here now, go get something to eat, and I'll be back digging into the crypto world. I hope you guys are having some fun there, doing something fun wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Guys, if you are going to get one of those hardware wallets, we got a link in the description below so you can get one right from a manufacturer, the safest way to do it. Protect your crypto, guys. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.